Virgo, letting go of what isn't working opens the door to something much more solid. April is not going to be gentle with you. And that's actually the point, because the cards are showing me a story that starts with loss and ends with the most grounded, deliberate rebuild you've had in a long time. So this is your trap. This is the Five of Pentacles. And it's saying something very specific. You've been measuring your worth by what's been taken from you, by what hasn't landed yet, by the gap between where you are and where you think you should be. So welcome to Hidden Gate Tarot. Let's walk through it. So the Five of Pentacles is one of the most misread cards in tarot. Most people see it and think money problems or being left out in the cold. And yes, that's part of it. But for Virgo right now, it's cutting deeper than that. This isn't just about finances. This is about questioning your value emotionally, professionally, and in terms of how your efforts are being recognized. You've been working. You've been showing up, and there's this growing sense that nobody is noticing, that the output doesn't match the return. And here's the trap. You start believing the gap is proof that you're not enough, proof that you're behind, proof that the work isn't good enough. Early April is still running on Aries season energy, and the sun is exalt in Aries. Confidence is amplified. Bold moves are rewarded. People around you are launching things, asserting themselves, making noise. And if you're a Virgo sitting there thinking, I've been doing twice the work and getting half the credit, that contrast stings. It makes the Five of Pentacles wound feel louder. But look at the card closely. Two figures walking past a lit stained glass window. The warmth and help is right there. They just have to look up. That's the trap. The deprivation isn't the real problem. The fixation on deprivation is. You're so focused on what hasn't come through that you're walking past a door that's already open. And the danger, especially for Virgo, is that this collapses into over-functioning. You think, I'll just work harder. I'll prove it. But you can't outwork a story you're telling yourself. Not when the story is, I'm not enough. So that's where the trap holds you, hustling from a wound instead of building from a foundation. And here's the interface. And when April delivers this, death. Now, if the Five of Pentacles was the wound, death is the surgery. This is the interface, the mechanism through which April forces the shift. Death doesn't mean catastrophe. It means something is ending, structurally, permanently, and necessarily. For Virgo, this is the moment where an old pattern or attachment finally gives release. Not set aside, not shelved, released. This could be a role you've been playing, the one who holds everything together, the one who sacrifices quality of life or quality of output. It could be a relationship dynamic where you give and the return never matches. It could be a financial pattern, undercharging, over-delivering, treating your own stability like it's negotiable. Whatever it is, death says it ends in April. Not because the universe is punishing you, but because the structure can't hold anymore. And here's where the timing matters. Around April 19th to 20th, the energy shifts from Aries to Taurus. That's one of the most noticeable energetic pivots in the entire year. You go from start it to build it, from fire to earth, from assertion to stabilization. And that shift is your turning point. The death card activates right in that window. What was running on adrenaline and old habits hits a wall. And what replaces it has to be real, has to be material, has to be built to last. For a mutable earth sign like Virgo, this is simultaneously uncomfortable and deeply natural. You don't love sudden endings, but you do love rebuilding something better. And that's exactly what's on the other side of this. The interface is the severance. It's the moment you stop patching the leak and admit the pipe needs replacing. And here is the key. And this is what's waiting for you after the cut, the Knight of Pentacles. This is your key. And Virgo, I want you to hear what this card is actually saying, because it's not glamorous. It's not a lightning bolt. It's not a sudden windfall. It's better. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. Every other knight is charging and leaping and rushing around. This one, sitting still on his horse, surveying the field, holding a single pentacle and studying it like it's a blueprint. That's your move. After the Five of Pentacles shook your confidence and death cleared the old structure, the key is deliberate, methodical, step-by-step rebuilding. This is Taurus season energy made manifest on a card. Once you cross that April 19th threshold, the whole month shifts toward finances, stability, resources, tangible results. And the Knight of Pentacles says you are built for exactly this. Not fast, not flashy, reliable, thorough, one brick at a time. April's new moon, the first real builder moon of the zodiac year, lands in this window. This isn't the healing moon. It's a manifestation moon. It's where you plant seeds for new ventures, financial plans, career moves. And for Virgo, with the Knight of Pentacles as your key, those seeds are extremely specific. You're not manifesting abundance. You're building a line item, a schedule, a system. Here's the action. Identify one thing you were clinging to, one pattern the Death card is clearing, and replace it with one concrete, buildable plan. Not 5 plans, not the whole vision board, one thing. And give it the Knight's patience. You don't need to prove your worth by working yourself to the ground anymore. That was the Five of Pentacles talking. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't prove. The Knight produces, slowly, reliably, and with the kind of quality that speaks for itself. So here's the full arc for Virgo in April. The trap is the Five of Pentacles, a crisis of recognition. You've been measuring your value for what hasn't come back to you, and it's got you working from a wound instead of a foundation. The interface is death, a clean, necessary severance. Something you've been maintaining past its expiration finally ends, and the Aries to Taurus shift forces you out of survival mode into building mode, and the key is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest, most deliberate rebuild in the deck. One brick, one plan, one grounded step at a time. This is how Virgo wins in April, not by working harder, by building smarter. You don't need to earn your place, you need to build it. And April gives you the tools. If this reading made sense to you, if you felt the structure click, subscribe to Hidden Gate Tarot. That's what we do here.